welcome back to another segment of Life Uncorked. We're happy to be here. I'm Mel.
And I'm Caren. We're excited to see you.
Okay,
Cheers. I love your cup, Mel.
okay. I have to tell you, I bought. Okay, I'm going to go through this whole thing. This, first of all, it's the Grinch, which I absolutely love. And I was in Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago, and actually it was before Thanksgiving, so longer than that. And I said, "There's no. They have all their Christmas stuff out already." And I said, "There's no way. I'm not shopping for Christmas things. It's too early. I can't do it." I made it about a foot, and I saw this on an end cap, and it's naughty or nice, and I definitely naughty. What else?
That's what I was going to say.
Work in progress. That was my favorite one, and it was so much fun that I had to have it. So I
And it
did.
has a candy cane straw. I mean, how fun is
Right?
that?
It's the cutest thing ever. So Hobby Lobby. There you go.
I
And
love
like I
that. That
said,
is so
I
much
bought a
fun.
foot before I caved and started shopping for Christmas things because I have no willpower. But anyway, so cheers. We're
Cheers.
happy you're back.
We've been thinking, and again, as we like to say, that's always dangerous when we think, but we've been specifically thinking about travel during the holidays. Isn't that fun? It's not fun anytime during the year right now, anyways, but in the holidays, oi, that's all I can say.
Well, and we were lucky Thanksgiving we all stayed here, but people traveled here. And I always think of that movie Planes, Trains and Automobiles
Right.
because it's a running joke and it's true. I just anything that can happen will, and it's hard and it's stressful, and like we talked about last week, peace of mind.
Yeah.
Keeping your peace of mind and keeping your sanity and keeping your calm while you're traveling during the holidays is not easy. I mean, it's so easy to just my patience is gone.
Yeah, me too. And I don't even travel. My patience is gone. There's two pieces of that though. The traveling, people coming to travel to see you,
Yeah.
and then the holiday experience of having either guests in the house or wherever they're staying, and everyone comes together. And what happens at the meal? You
Yeah.
and I make a big point that not to talk politics. We never talk politics. It's not anybody. We just don't do that. We don't talk that. But
Yeah.
you can't avoid it at your dinner table. It just happens. So how do you make sure that you keep your peace of mind, Mel, when all of a sudden talk goes
I drink.
to drink? Cheers.
I'm not kidding you. And this really came to light during COVID. We heard so many stories, families really torn apart because of the differing views and opinions on topics at hand. And that's normal at a holiday meal. And under the best circumstances, and these are not always the best circumstances
Right.
lately, there's a
Right.
lot of
Right.
opportunity for division,
Right.
controversy, and anger and inflamed conversations. And you try and be respectful, but there can come a point, and especially with immediate family. I'm an adult, but I can get around my birth family, and I'm reduced to like that 12-year-old kid and that role in the family, and the way that we interact comes out, and it's like, no, I'm 64 years old. Stop talking to me like I'm 10.
Right.
But that all these things come out in all these layers, and I would love to get we need to get a psychologist on with us because there's
Right.
probably a better way to handle it than we just kind of muck our way through the dark. But the way to avoid it is to I mean, I don't like to avoid things. I like to be respectful because I like I like to hear different opinions. I like
Right.
that opportunity, and I have a husband who likes to stir the pot, and he knows exactly which people think what, and he will just sit there. And my
Oh, okay.
son gave him a spoon last year for Christmas that said pot stir, official pot stir, and we still laugh about it because he just sits back and watches it fly. But the other thing he does, he likes to get conversations going.
Right.
And what usually comes after the initial onslaught of sparks and the volume and talking over each other
Right.
and the anger that can arise in very passionate expression comes a really good conversation where we see that maybe our thoughts are not so different, and that at the end of the day, we really are not all so different,
Right.
even within our family. So I think that's really important. And we try and keep that, or I try and keep that in the back
Right.
of my mind. How about you?
Yeah, well, we do two things, and we just started doing it within the last year. We actually did it several weeks ago when I went to visit my family, and everybody was there. And there's four of us with their spouses and my parents. Everybody was in, so there's 10 of us. and we tend to get into it. And this last time, we decided to do something different. And we decided to, because we're very blessed, our parents are still alive, we decided to have them tell us stories from when they were growing up. And
That's
it
cool.
allowed us, first of all, to hear stories, some of them we'd never heard before. Or if we had heard them, we were very, very young and don't remember them. And we had some really great laughs. In fact, we had some laughs because both my brother and I were born in Tennessee. My dad was in the Navy. No, there's no water there. I don't get it, but that's where he was, stationed. And so we talked about the fact that we lived above a funeral parlor, an apartment above the funeral parlor.
Wow.
And back in 1956, things were way different than they are today. And they were telling us all these amazing stories, which really just brought the whole family together.
I love that. And we started a couple years ago on Thanksgiving doing that, going around the table and sharing something that we had been really grateful for that happened to us during the previous year, and then our hope for the coming year, whether it was for our personal lives or collectively. And it gives us a chance to really move out of the current event opportunity for contrast and division. And it was also a beautiful way to go forward.
Right. I love that. That is awesome. So we're telling you, there's different ways to do this. You can prepare in advance. We do this. We've done that as well. What are you grateful for? Give us the one thing, or who are you grateful for? Who are you grateful for? And generally, everyone will look to the person next to them, and they'll say, "Well, that person sitting right over there." We're talking about travel, and it's not just about the holidays. You and I went traveling a couple of months ago. And we have a really cool ebook that we are, it's launching this month, and you can get a copy of it. It is our travel guide to Napa. How fun is that?
Yeah, and we had fun putting it together. It's all of our favorites. And Caren lived there. You lived there. So you showed me a Napa that I didn't know. And I've traveled there a few times and
Right.
I love it. And we share our experiences and kind of really dial down why we've picked the venues, whether it's the hotels or the restaurants that we have and the activities, a little off the beaten path. And it's really geared toward our demographic.
Right.
And when we travel, and we were two women traveling alone, so we took that into account, and we really had fun creating this for you.
I think they're going to love it because it's what to do, what to see, where to shop, where to go, all that really cool stuff. And you'll be able to get the link to get this. It's absolutely free. It's going to be down in the copy. Go check it out and let us know what your favorite place is if you go and actually visit some of these places. We'd love to hear
Or
about it.
if you've been there and there's something that you really love that's not in our list, share
Right.
it, because part of the community is sharing that and expanding our
Right.
experience.
Mel, we love our people out there. And as we said, make sure you check down below in the copy. We have links to some of the things that we talked about. And most importantly, check out the Napa Travel Guide. We are so proud of it. Mel works so hard on this, and we hope that you enjoy it. It's absolutely free. Click on that button, and we'll see you next week.
Next week. Ciao.